My name is Bond, James Bond. M had sent for me. I arrived at headquarters and rang the bell. M's secretary, Miss Pennypocket, opened the door in a black negligee. "A funny place to keep a door," I said. She smiled, revealing a row of even white chewing gum. M told me his wife had been abducted by Sting, a criminal organization run by Queen Bee, the most evil woman in the world. M said his wife must be silenced at all costs, not because she knew state secrets, but because her talking drove him crazy. He told me I was going to Bangkok. I can fight as dirty as the next man. So we shook hands, our knuckle dusters clanking together. I realized this was going to be dangerous and left London in a blue funk, brown suit and pale green socks. I arrived at Bangkok airport and hung around waiting to be kidnapped. Somebody always kidnaps me at airports. I don't mind, it saves on cab fares. At last I was approached by someone wearing a feathered headdress, wall paint and a kilt. He was Queen Bee's personal bodyguard, a Scottish Indian called Hawkeye the New. "My name is James Bond," I said. "No doubt you've heard of me." "Ugh, me no dinna ken you, laddie," he replied. I was surprised. "What, do you know no 007, I asked. Suddenly I was hit from behind with a monkey wrench by the biggest monkey you ever saw. I woke up to find myself chained to a bed of nails in Queen Bee's mountaintop retreat. 12 lovelies were lashing me with electric whips. They didn't scare me. I'd been trained to withstand torture. Suddenly, they put on a Des O'Connor LP. That did it. A man can take just so much. I started to struggle free when Queen Bee entered the room. "Ah, the famous James Bond," she said. She looked like Raquel Welch, Elizabeth Taylor, and Gina Lollobrigida rolled into one. A big fat slob. "I've heard you're a great lover, and I must find out." She kissed me passionately. "Oh," she sighed, "where did you learn to kiss like that?" "Sucking porridge through a straw," I told her. She asked me to give up my career as a spy and rule the world with her. I laughed scornfully. "All right, Bond," she said, "then you must pay the price." Somehow I had to escape. With a supreme effort, I yanked myself free. Hawkeye jumped on me and we locked in a gargantuan struggle. He got me with an Irish whip, a half Nelson and a Dutch uncle. I retaliated with a Red Admiral, a Black and Tan and a Dick Van Dyke. I broke from his grasp and ran into the corridor. Suddenly I came face to face with M's wife. I recognized her immediately. She used to be famous as a model for Toby Joes. I grabbed her hand and raced for freedom with Queen Bee's henchmen in hot pursuit. We managed to reach Queen Bee's private jet and took off with bullets whizzing round my flaps. That made me sweat. Once safely in the air, I bombarded Queen Bee's hideout and watched as the mountain exploded into a roaring inferno. I delivered Mrs. M back to the chief. I thought he would get me a knighthood. Instead, he had me demoted. This is James Bond, Traffic Warden 007423, signing off.